All right. Hello. Welcome back to the Free to Be podcast. I'm your host, Annalene, and I actually haven't even started recording yet for Spotify, but I will very soon. That was special for you, YouTube. I was called to play that song because it's a song that I used to listen to all the time, probably like 3 years ago, back in college. Maybe 4 years ago. Holy shit, time. But I used to listen to it all the time, and it just like felt so good to me in my soul. And then I was listening to it and I was like, holy shit, yeah, the things that we do for love, it's crazy. And like we kind of like can distort what like love really actually truly is. It's like, is it really love if you're like sacrificing yourself? Because then that's not being loving towards yourself. And what you do to yourself, you do to others. What you do to others, you do to you. It's like this whole thing, but it's so interesting to listen to that song and think about that. And also to just fucking jam out because it's an amazing song. And my heart resonates so deeply. It's like, yeah, we can like do our absolute best to love as authentically and unconditionally as possible. And sometimes like we don't always get it right. I don't even want to say right, perfect. And that's totally fine because you're being you and your path is perfect and where you're at is perfect. So your love, your perception of love is perfect for right now. It's so perfect for where you're at right now. And it'll naturally, organically unfold and morph and change on its own. We get to allow that process. And there's no like one person can be like, this is how you love. It's like, well, I can show you this perspective of love and you can see if that resonates with you or not. I'm not here to tell you. Anyways, though, that song makes me think of my inner college woman, the one who just so badly wanted to be loved, who I still feel all the time, and who just wanted to give and receive love. And it's like, oh, the things that we do for love. I'm so hurt by you, but yet at the same time, I'm really healing. Like this relationship is healing me. And it's also really fucking hurting me. Like, oh, and then just fucking jamming out. Going crazy. So, thanks for letting me play that for a little bit and jamming with me. So grateful. And yes, as you can see, we are in a new space. We are in my garage, the sacred sanctuary space, which I'm so excited about. Had no idea that I was going to be I'm sorry, I was just thinking, like, should I start recording for the podcast now? I'm just gonna start recording and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, start recording. Okay, this is real life timing. Like, I'm like, do I record and do the whole intro? Or do I continue the story? I already interrupted the flow. The pattern's already been interrupted. We're just gonna trust it and we're gonna start recording. Hello and welcome back to the Free to Be podcast. I'm your host, Annalene, and I'm so thankful that you're here with me today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. I'm so excited because today I am recording the first ever Free to Be podcast episode in the sacred sanctuary space in my home that I have been envisioning and desiring since I first moved in here in September. And there's a whole story with that in itself that I could happily share. Let me know if you're interested. But like it took me a while to actually allow myself to come into the space and make my vision become a reality. And I still have a lot of pieces that want to come together for this project, for this space. And it's not even like I'm creating the space. I feel like the space is creating itself. It's its own energy, its own essence. And she's just like now finally welcoming me in. I can finally like actually use her. She's like, this is where I want you to birth magic. This is where I want you to create things. This is where we're inviting community in. We're inviting creation in. This is where the magic happens. And I just needed you to be at this certain place and within yourself and your being before you could come in and access this space. It's like I had to go through my own journey before coming into the space and just going at it. If that makes sense to you, I know it does. And so I went through my own journey of getting acclimated to Colorado, being here and not, and like still like learning. And I'm always constantly learning. I'll always be a student. But now I also am stepping up more as a teacher, as a space holder, as whatever it is that that spirit is calling me forward to. And so I needed to go through my own process before coming in and using the space. And then she, the garage, sacred sanctuary space, welcomed me in on the new moon in Taurus solar eclipse. And wow, I'm so grateful because I was with one of my best friends, Alexis, and we had plans to do a ceremony together. And then it just naturally fell on that Saturday. Like we didn't even think about it. And then Saturday came around and we were like, oh my gosh, should we do it in the garage? And we are like, yeah, let's break in the garage. Let's do it. And then we were like, oh my gosh, it's the new moon. Like this feels like so divine and such a yes from the universe, such a yes from spirit with this new beginning. And I was talking to one of my mentors, Adam, and just like the synchronicities from that conversation and everything that was coming through in the retreat that we are doing in this space soon, like everything, like in June, everything. And it's not even a retreat, it's just a sacred ceremony for very select amount of people, 4 people. It's a heart opening ceremony. If you're interested, text me ASAP because it's gonna be so special. So special. We're also honoring and celebrating my birthday over that weekend, which I'm so excited about. Anyways, so with all of those synchronicities, being with one of my like sisters, one of my closest sisters, and then like speaking with Adam and just like the feeling that I was getting energetically within myself and communing with the space and communing with spirits, like, oh my gosh, okay, yeah, let's do it in the garage. Let's break in that space. Oh my gosh, this is magical. This is so profound. This is a stepping stone of this beautiful foundation that is this space where so much gets to be created, and it's still in the void, it's still in the unknown, and that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of the divine feminine. It's like there's so much space for whatever wants to be created, and there's this like divine masculine structure and container that gets to be stored through me and the people, but also like the space itself, like cleansing the space. And the person who was here before me literally already created it so perfectly. There's lights in here, there's electricity in here, there's a furnace thing in here. Like they put these curtains up. I didn't even need to. It's like it was just waiting for me, for us. So that feels really, really good. Thanks. I just went on that whole tangent because it's so exciting to me, because I know that there are going to be so many, and there are so many profound circles happening in this space. And I touched on the first one that I'm offering to the public, and that was, I talked on it in last week's episode, and it's called Embodied Freedom. and I'm calling in 6 women who would like to come join me for Sacred Circle Space for 4 weeks in a row every Tuesday. And we are going to be enjoying sacred sisterhood and then really getting into our bodies. We're going to be dancing. It's like a ceremonial party. Literally, it's a ceremonial dance party. So we're going to be moving through each element each week, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. The intention is to really just fully liberate yourself and love yourself and move in ways that maybe you didn't even know you can move before, and see what feels good, see what's maybe in there that wants to be felt, that wants to be held, that wants to be released, that wants to be expressed. And I'm just so excited for it. So thank you to the space and to Spirit and the wonderful people in this community. I'm so excited to be bringing this to us and to be able to co-create with you. So look forward to that. That's in July. If you're interested in that, just DM me and I'll get you more info. And yeah, oh my goodness, so many good, beautiful, amazing things. And so I'm just excited to see how everything unfolds, because that's the beauty of having faith, of trusting. It's like, I know it's all going to work out, and I don't need to know exactly what that looks like or how. I just know it's working out, and I trust, and I'm going to listen as best as I can and move with inspired action, move from there, move from that place of listening and not forcing. So for example, today, I didn't plan on recording in here. However, I just went and got a haircut, and I feel really good and really fresh. I also started my period, so it's like this like full release right after the Scorpio like full moon lunar eclipse. It's like there was a major release, so much releasing, and it's like, okay, let me cut my hair like that I had already planned, and now I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling like there's space for new. I've like done so much clearing, and then so today I felt really light. So I came back inside to my house, and I was like, I have a message. Like, I know that there's a message that wants to be shared. Should I record an episode? I just recorded an episode yesterday. I don't normally record 2 days in a row, but like, I was like, Spirit, what do you want me to do here? And I was like, well, follow that inspired action, follow that momentum, like do what feels good to you. You don't have to question it too much. And so then I was going to start recording in my usual place, but I was like, this background, man, I just can't get behind it. I don't necessarily love like that you can just see my whole living room in the background. And then I tried to do the fade out background where it's kind of fuzzy, and that was fine. It looked whatever. But still, my soul was like, no, there's more. I know there's more. I want a different background, or we can be patient with it. And also, yeah, I'm putting this desire out there. Like, I know that that's for me. And I knew that this was here, and I knew it'd be a really beautiful background. But I just was getting in my head with the how and the when or whatever. It's like, okay, let's get out of that and get into the body. Body, what do you want right now? Just like, I feel inspired to record. Okay, we're gonna record. Let's go walk to the garage space. Let's go see like what's happening in there. I feel the call. Let's see how it looks. And then I was like, in here, inspired to clean a little bit, give gratitude to the space. And then I went back inside and I was like, I don't know if today's the time. I feel like maybe that was good. Maybe the space just wanted me to clean it a little bit. And now we both feel good and we're happy, and we'll come back later. I'll just forget the whole like recording an episode right now. It doesn't have to be right now. It's fine. And then I just could not ignore that voice within me that was like, please, Annalene, record. We want you to record. You know it's a yes. And I was like, okay, fantastic. I'll record. We'll just probably record in the house where I normally record, and I'm just like not super excited about the background, but it's fine, no big deal. I have time to switch it up till further notice. And then after I filled up my beautiful cup of water here, which I will take a sip of now, after doing that, I accidentally just knocked the whole thing over. I literally had just filled it up, brought it to my desk, which I normally always have my cup of water on my desk. And I just somehow knocked the whole thing over, and then water just goes everywhere. So my microphone was out, my mouse, my keyboard, my computer, my phone. And I was like, ah! Except I actually didn't scream at all. I just like know that my eyes got really big, and I was like, breathe. What do? We go, we get the paper towels, we start cleaning it up. Okay, paper towels are working. This is great, but like there's still a lot of water. Let's go grab an actual towel, you know. And so then all my tarot cards get like super wet, and I just go gently place them outside in the sun. I'm like, okay, you guys got this. You're gonna dry. It's gonna be beautiful. Thank you. And then I'm like, okay, hello, computer. Immediately I go to the keyboard and I'm like, let's dry you so that you don't get destroyed. Like I'm thinking in my head about the warranty I didn't buy and like blah, 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 all the things. And I was like, I'm so happy with how like actually calm I am right now and how like confident I am that everything is okay and will continue to be okay. And like I'm doing what I can do. I'm cleaning this up. It's all good. Thank God. The water didn't get all over the computer. It was mainly just the keyboard. And like I'm here to clean it up right now. Let's just casually move everything. And this is great. This is good. And when I went outside to check on the tarot cards, I was like, wait, but is there frustration in here? Do I want to like activate that and like get it out? And I was like, not really, but like I'm happy to do some deep breaths. I'm happy to give a little wiggle. And I'm going to go back in and be damn proud of myself for not being so fucking rattled, so fucking completely emotionally charged and changed from spilling my water. That could literally ruin some people's rest of their days. When that happens, they could beat themselves up so hard, or they could get so mad at the universe or whoever is around or fucking whatever, and just get so irritated and stay in that anger. And hey, you do you. I respect your process, and let me offer you another way. Let me show you that there's other ways. You can actually see it in a more beautiful light, in a more graceful light. So like when that happened, I saw it as a, okay, uni, you obviously want me to pay attention to my computer, because I was thinking about picking it all up and bringing it to the garage space and doing that whole thing, but just didn't know if right now was the right time and place. And now I just spilled this water all over everything, and I have to like get down to the bottom of the floor and get into the nooks and crannies and clean off my computer. And now I'm like dusting my computer, and now I'm doing all the things, and everything is literally clean and perfect and ready to go. Like, okay, I'm already moving, I'm already doing this work. I might as well just unplug it and bring it out to the to the garage space. So I did, because that was the call that I felt, my intuition, my insides speaking. And so I honored it and I listened to it. Just like I encourage you to honor yours and listen to yours, even if it doesn't make sense to anybody else. It doesn't have to. It only has to resonate and make sense to you. And even if it doesn't make sense in the mind, it just has to align within. And you know that, and you don't have to second guess or question it. I have second guessed my intuition for so many years, and it's just a practice. It's like a muscle. You have to start to use it to build it, and it strengthens and it gets louder and louder, and then you don't miss it. And it's been a journey. And over the past year, I would say, probably 2 years, I've paid more attention to my intuition consciously than in the past. But I didn't actually start mastering and listening and honoring to my intuition until the past probably like 3 or 6 months. I've prayed about it. I've asked for assistance. I've thanked for assistance. I've declared that I have strong intuition and that I listen to her and I honor her, but I didn't actually start seeing it and feeling it in real time until more recently, and especially the past 2 weeks, I would say. And with like the littlest of things, it's like I was just stretching outside yesterday and I had a shit ton of cardboard boxes out back, and it was recycle day. And I always take my recycle to the front of the house, but these cardboard boxes were in the back. I was like, there's so many of them and they're really actually heavy. I don't want to carry them all to the back. Or to the front. I'm gonna leave them out here in the back and hope that the garbage man picks them up. So I picked them up, put them where they were easily seen, and just said thank you. And I left them. And then that day I was speaking to myself and I was like, thank you so much for the garbage man not missing them and just knowing to pick them up, even though like he's never picked up my trash for me back there before and there's no trash bins back there. But thank you for him just doing it and helping me out. Like, so grateful. And I was like, really, can I stop and feel this gratitude? Can I actually believe this? Can I actually connect with this man's heart? And so then the day went on, and I'm outside and I was working out, and then I was stretching. My workout's finally like over. It's like a nice little mini workout, and I was stretching, and then I hear the garbage man come, and I see it's not even like the people that I go through, it's someone else. And all of a sudden I get the hit from inside. Like my intuition's like, go out there, go check on them, go out there, go talk to them. And I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to them. Like, what do you mean I have to talk to them? Like, I've already said thank you. Like, they know to pick up the cardboard, it's going to be okay. Like, they'll get it. And my intuition was like, go talk to them. I didn't even need the second go talk to them. I already knew. But there was like, it's like this happens in milliseconds, these conversations with yourself. So I was like, okay, I'm going. And I just like got up and like sped walked to out to the back, opened the gate, and like made eye contact with the garbage man. He was such a nice man. And I was like, hi, oh, never mind, because I'm looking to where the cardboard boxes are supposed to be and nothing's there. So I'm like thinking everything's fine. And then he's like, oh, hey, do you want help with all of your cardboard boxes? And he pointed to behind me, and I looked behind me and I was like, oh, they're all over here. Okay, I guess my neighbor must have moved them because they didn't like how it looked, even though it was in my yard. But okay, note to self, have a nice friendly conversation with your neighbor because we want to be loving and friends. Also, oh my gosh, yes, please, I would love that so much. Thank you for offering. Thank you for your help. He was like, well, yeah, just give me a minute and then I'll back up and come help you move them. I was like, yes, so grateful for this perfect timing that he was outside, like waiting for me. He noticed the cardboard, he asked it and offered the help, and I said, yes. So then he backs up, we pick up the cardboard, we put them in the back of the truck, and we chit chat a little bit. He's so friendly. He introduces himself. I say my name. His name's Lorenzo. He's super dope. He like was asking me about the garbage people that I do go through and making sure that they take good care of me. Checking in, so sweet. And then I was like, okay, thank you for your help. Can I give you a hug? And he was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, I mean, I know like you like there might be like you might be full of trash, but I want to give you a hug. I'm inspired to give you a hug right now. Let me hug you. And he's like, yeah, of course, thank you. Gives me a hug, and he's like, if I'm ever out, like whenever I come back out here again and like I see trash in your yard, I'll make sure to pick it up for you. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. Because I listened to the voice inside, because I followed my intuition, not only did I make a connection, I made a beautiful connection with somebody. And the original intention to get the to get the cardboard boxes out of there was received. I also now have somebody on my team. We have each other's backs in the small, slight little way. We have each other's backs. I know that. He's looking out for me. I'll do what I can to look out for him. I'll make sure to to make his day with a nice hug whenever I can. Like if I see him out back, who knows how it's gonna unfold. But it's those moments, those things, I think they're really important for us to pay attention to because they're much more meaningful than we maybe think. And maybe I didn't make his day, but I know I impacted it because I know he impacted mine. And I'm so grateful for that and that connection. And to know he's got my back. My trash is covered. Thank you. So, such a beautiful practice to start tuning into your own heart and your body, to get to know your triggers, to get to know your openings, your closings, your contractions, when you're receiving, when you're giving, when you can really tune in and feel, is this for me? Is this mine to share? Is this mine to share right now? And like being honest with yourself. Oh, maybe it's actually not mine to share, not my turn to speak right now. Maybe I'm just meant to be your guide. Yeah, okay. So I just wanted to share all of that goodness. A little hit on intuition, what's coming with the Sacred Sanctuary space. Thank you for listening to a little bit more about me and my story and my journey and what's going on in my life right now. I'm so grateful to have you here. I'm encouraging you to do what feels good to you. If you've been questioning getting that haircut, let this inspire you to get that haircut. Cut those old energetic ties off. Allow yourself to throw away old stuff. Go through that closet and get rid of things. Like let yourself release so that you can invite in new. And allow yourself to say no when you want to and tune in with what feels really good to you and your body because you don't owe anybody anything. You owe yourself your own presence. It's only you. That is the magic to freeing everybody on this planet. It's coming back home to ourselves. We're walking each other home, and we do that by going within and believing in the other and pointing within you. You go within you. I trust you. I believe in you. I see you. I know you know the answers. I know they're within you. I know they're here. And if you don't believe that, it's okay because I know Spirit is guiding us. And I know that they're coming. We're going to help each other. We're in this together. So I love you. Thank you so much for being here. If you feel so inspired to, I'd absolutely love it for you to leave a review, a 5-star review. We love that so much. Follow me on Instagram, free2be_Analine. And DM if you'd like to work together one-on-one. I do private one-on-one ceremonies, and I also am doing the Embodied Freedom coming in July, which I'm so pumped for, so excited about. And I also do one-on-one coaching. That is also, I'm taking on 3 new clients starting in July. So if any of that inspires you or speaks to you, do not hesitate to reach out to me. And thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to support this podcast and all, I would love that so much. There's donation links on my link tree on my Instagram, and I'll also put a PayPal donation link in the notes of this episode. And really, truly, I would be so thankful, so grateful. And regardless, I'm so honored and happy that you are here journeying with me together. I'm so thankful that you choose to say yes and to be here. And I'm excited to see what else wants to come through and how we all interweave together. So much love. Have a beautiful, magical rest of your day. Bye. Ooh. Hi, YouTube. You guys always get the cute little like befores and afters, and I think it's so special. It makes me really happy. I hope it makes you happy too. Yeah, I think I covered all of it. It feels really good to be recording in here. There was one point where it was like, your internet connection is a little bit no 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 no. So hoping that everything went through well for you guys on here. And yeah, I'm so inspired to see what else wants to be birthed in here and really manifesting and claiming like some beautiful art, some beautiful mirrors to put up in here, beautiful pillows and mats, and really making this place feel homey and safe, and like water jugs and trash cans and all of the little things that you have to think about. And yeah, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. And again, don't hesitate to reach out. So much love to you. Blessings, 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 blessings. And I'm excited to talk to you again next week. Thanks for your love. And let me know how you like the haircut. I'd love to hear about it. Okay, blessings.